Welcome to Two Chicks, Two Mics, where transparency meets you in a safe space and place. I am your host, MaChon Carter-Fogle, along with my co-host,
Aleah Taylor.
Hey y'all, so today we got a good conversation. It is tis the season, and no, I'm not talking about Christmas. Tis the season. It's been homecoming. Two Chicks, Two Mics recently this past weekend, we did a homecoming tailgate, and it was absolutely amazing. So why not talk about homecoming?
Absolutely.
But not just any homecomings, y'all. We talking about HBCU homecomings, right?
Yeah. But before we get into that, so let's talk about what our experience was over the past weekend with the FUBU UK Homecoming Committee.
Yes.
We basically set up a little, booth in their little tent and talked to various people about who Two Chicks and Two Mics, who we are. And then we even got tons of feedback from the tailgaters, basically about things that they look forward to at homecoming, things that they like to hear or would like to hear from a podcast, and basically just engaged in conversation. Now, one thing that we did that was super catchy, and I liked it. Listen, we talked to the folks, and we had our, banner or whatever.
So we had folks, a razzle-dazzle situation at our booth.
We had a whole setup, with our who we were. We did our little marketing and networking or whatever. But for those that followed us, they got a free shot of bourbon. Now, don't nobody nowhere do that. That's the kind of vibe that you're going to get from us. So, again, if you're not following us, despite whether you attended, the tailgate or whatever, listen, when we come, we coming.
We coming.
Okay? So please
Believe that.
Understand, please sir, please ma'am, that when we go to tailgate or we go for any kind of remote two chicks and two chicks and two mics event, we bringing all the razzles and dazzles.
All of them.
So we had a great time. I think it was so dope that there were people who knew about us. And then for the folks that did not know about us, they instantly were ready to engage in conversation. What kind of things are y'all talking about? So yeah, I think it was great.
I think at one point I turned into this whole reporter type situation. I was like, so what would you like to hear from a podcast from Two Chicks, Two Mics? What would be catchy for you? We got some feedback from, I remember two ladies talking about what you would talk about to your younger 20-year-old self.
Yeah.
How to maneuver through life as a mom. I can't remember what the guys were saying, but yeah, we had some pretty good topics going on.
And then one of the things, one young lady was asking or talking about how tailgating in the Midwest and talking about tailgating food. Oh. And she was talking about the whole situation with fish and spaghetti. Yeah. Does it go together or is it a la carte or, blah, blah, blah. And I thought that was very interesting as well because, when you go to our tailgates, listen, you gonna catch it all. You gonna get, the hamburgers, the hot dogs, the pasta salads, the chips, the desserts. You gonna get anything and everything.
I even saw somebody had a plate of fried fish.
That I did. So I thought it was interesting how again, just bringing up just those little bitty things that you don't even think about, in a tailgate atmosphere. So shout out to UK's FUBU Homecoming Committee for allowing us to take part in the tailgating festivities for 2025. And yes, we will be back next year. Thank you. Hello, somebody.
Please and thank you.
Yes, indeed.
So to all the followers, to everybody who scanned that banner and are seeing our feedback now, you're seeing our feed now. Shout out to y'all for doing the big one. Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, y'all. We appreciate y'all and all of that good stuff. And as a part of, our tailgating festivities or homecoming, whatever, I know y'all see MaChon here in this snazzy hoodie. Listen, I'm going to ask her to even turn around. Come on, show the back. Okay. So as a part of, just being two chicks and two mics, of course, we do the damn thing here on the podcast, but we look the part too. So don't get it twisted because like I said, when we come, we coming.
Just know that on the back of my sweatshirt, hold on, it is two razzle-dazzle chicks. They
They sparkle and glitter and
They
glam.
sprinkle glitter, glam, and everything. And my name's on the back, like who?
Hello.
MaChon.
Her.
And is.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm sporting our new little truck hat, and yes, all of these things, and you see our merch was designed by Megan Morton with Exotic Threads. So please do know that these things will be or our merch will be available to order if you would like to be a part. Hey, if you guys are on the Two Chicks list, then you definitely would love, right? We also gave away cups at tailgate so people would know us. And a lot of times when you are tailgating, yes, we have our Stanley cups and all of the kind of, mugs and such. But sometimes you'll find that one person who's always like, yo, y'all got a cup? Or I'm looking for a cup. Yeah. Well, they didn't have to look any further. We had them.
We had them.
So
I just figured out how to show the back of my shirt. I forgot. I got to hold. Wait a minute. Wait on it.
Wait on it.
Wow.
Wait on it. Yeah. That. You might have to shift just a little bit more. Just a tinge.
Not the mic.
Anyway, yeah. Snazzy, razzle, dazzle. Two chicks, two mics coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
So as we are talking about homecoming, and as you mentioned, HBCU homecomings, of course, Kentucky State University just celebrated their homecoming a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the tailgating festivities. I never made it to the football game. And I can say I think I've only probably been to one homecoming football game. And it was so long ago, of course, I can't remember. But I will say this. K-State always had the dopest homecoming concerts and parties.
I'm a little jelly.
Period. You never went?
No.
Not one?
No.
MaChon, let me tell you what. I think the very first time I may have seen Master P.
Yep, nope.
I'm trying to think, who else did I see? Listen, I wasn't even supposed to be at the homecoming concert, and was there for Midnight Star. And I don't know if you know that several of the members from Midnight Star went to Kentucky State.
I do know
that's
that.
Where they originated from. Who else did I see? There's just so many different people that, as far as concerts, that, K-State used to be that place to go for homecoming.
Yeah. I've always heard about all of Kentucky State's homecomings. I've just never been. And this weekend after we were at the tailgate, I told my husband, I've never been to a HBCU homecoming. He looked at me in complete disbelief. Yeah, and I've been with you forever. And you went to Kentucky State, but I've never been to a Kentucky State homecoming. So he looked at me and said, well, next year we in there.
Oh, so. For sure.
I want to do everything, though. I want to go to the parade. I want to do the football game. I want to sit on, the hill?
Yeah.
I want to sit up there.
Yeah.
I want to be in Tent City.
Do it all.
I want all that.
Do it all.
We had all the smoke.
We had a really, really good time. And it was so many people, which it always is, but there literally were people that I would see, or I saw on Facebook afterwards, and was like, oh, dang, I didn't see them. But again, there's so many people. And as you're walking around, you stopping to talk to this person and that person, and, just going around the track, I believe it probably took us maybe an hour just to get back to our destination, because you stop and talk to so many different people.
Absolutely.
But it definitely was a good time. I mean, you're exhausted by the time that, you're done, but it definitely is.
Then they have a whole party after that.
Well, I didn't make all of that.
Oh.
That's when 48 kicks in. You take your ass on home because you got church in the morning, that kind of stuff. But all the other people that, do what they do for homecoming, I'm pretty sure, because, one of the things that I hear from people who, K-State alumni is, they look forward to homecoming week, all the festivities.
Everything.
And that has got to be absolutely amazing. I was looking at...
What do you do in a whole week, though?
There's so many different things that go on campus, from, even, UK has their own festivities, but, I mean, at an HBCU, they have Of course, your Divine Nine, they have all the festivities. You
Let's
have your
talk about the
different,
Divine.
organizations and auxiliaries and alumni parties and all. It's so much, and you literally just kind of plan out your week. They have coronation and crowning ceremonies, and Mr. and Miss K State, and blah blah blah, and this is that. And it's a time. It definitely is a time, and so I have a friend who is a Jackson State alumni, and she's Greek as well. She's an AKA, and we were just talking. I was like, so what does homecoming look like for you this week? She was like, girl, listen, I done already planned out this, that, and the other. So it's kind of like for people who. We plan vacations and things like that. You go to a HBCU, you plan homecoming. It's like and again, I didn't go to an HBCU. Of course, I went to UK, but just the people that are around me and the friends that I do have that have gone to HBCUs, like it's just a big deal. I think even as far as when we were younger and coming out of high school, I feel like our counselors talked to us about college, but we didn't have enough Black guidance counselors or folks
we did not
to encourage us, like, hey, look at an HBCU, like look at what it has to offer. And so now it's heavy. It's very, very heavy,
well,
and people want that experience.
That I talk to at this point, most of the younger kids that are looking at juniors and seniors in high school are looking. All that I know are they all want to go to HBCUs at this point.
Yeah.
So it's got to be something.
Yeah, and when you think about it, like even now, like your HBCUs are now a part of, and not that they weren't, but as far as sports, now your games are nationally televised, so you get more attraction, now than when they did when we were younger. And I think that is amazing. Just, again, having that experience and being around other like-minded people. And I think that I just think that it's so cool that, again, we are now at a time where we had opportunity, but because of the exposure that these kids have now they have even more opportunity and awareness about HBCUs and tailgating and homecomings and things like that they look forward to.
I know that I used to do a client that I used to have. I've watched her daughter. She now goes to Carolina A&T, so she's an Aggie, and her mom graduated from Kentucky State. But at this point, my girl didn't even go to Kentucky State's homecoming. She went to North Carolina for their homecoming.
Wow.
She was just like, yeah, Aggie pride is everything.
Yeah.
And I've heard, I used to work for the Dudley Company, and basically everybody who worked up there was from Carolina A&T. So me going up there was just like, you don't know about it? You ain't never been to homecoming? I'm like, no, y'all. They look at me like, you got to come back.
Yeah.
So A1 priority on my list next fall, I will be at maybe 1 or 2, because I heard TSU's is pretty dope too.
So I was getting ready to say, the one cool thing about like Tennessee is there are several HBCUs there, right? So my niece, Asia, so like literally it was kind of like a whole blackout time that, she went to Fisk and she graduated from Fisk. And then she did, TSU's and some of the other colleges or HBCUs that were close. And she also is Greek. And so again, like the support for the other HBCUs that are in the area is crazy. And like, no, wait. So you were talking about next year. So I looked up.
She's already had me going, y'all.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I literally just looked up, a list of HBCU homecomings for 2025. And looking at this list is crazy. Like, you've got the weekend of October the 11th, there were literally 3 homecomings that weekend. Last weekend, Morehouse, Winston-Salem, Virginia Union. This coming weekend, Clark Atlanta, Virginia State, Lincoln, Savannah State, Howard, Norfolk State, North Carolina Central, Bethune-Cookman. That's all just this weekend in itself.
Listen,
Like, take your pick, flip a coin. Where you want to go? Like that kind of stuff.
Not Virginia.
And then in November, you've got Bowie State, Tuskegee, Elizabeth City State, and Florida A&M, and that is the Florida Classic. So, like, pick a college, any college, and here you go.
Ooh. Well, no. We're gonna go for next year because I definitely have to experience the Kentucky State University homecoming.
Yes, for sure.
And I think I want to experience that before I experience any other ones.
Yeah, for sure. Especially since you've never been. I can't believe you've never been.
Never been.
So like, you know, back in the day,
Nope.
During those days when it was K-State homecoming, no, not even when we was in high school.
No.
Wow. I remember my senior year of high school, me and one of my friends went, and we were so overdressed. It was ridiculous.
Overdressed?
What? Absolutely. I mean, not that it was. I mean, again, we were in high school, keep in mind. We wasn't even, you know.
Well, how were you overdressed in high school? What did you wear?
Oh, honey, I had on, you remember those jeans that had the leather in the front? Type situation. I had on those.
You had on the patent leather shoes too?
What?
With
the boots? Ooh, the witch boots. You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't wear them now, but they was cute then.
Okay.
And I had on a it wasn't cross colors, but you know when one side was one color and the other side, what? Shout out to the Aquanet and sprayed the
you
front
had the
of
big
my
bang?
hair. No, I had the whole salt and pepper situation. And so I had sprayed just that part so we would do like overdress. And I had and I had a pocket book. Why? I was 17.
What did you have in that pocketbook?
Probably dumb stuff, gum.
Hairspray?
No, I didn't have no hair. Gum, probably some lip gloss, that roll-on lip gloss. You know what I'm talking about?
Was this the K-State's homecoming?
Yes, it was not supposed to be on the interstate. I said I was riding with somebody, but I was riding with somebody. But
Somebody
I was
was in
also
the car
driving.
with you.
Yeah, absolutely. But I didn't break curfew that night. So, but did I have a time though? We had a good time, and that's back when and I don't even know if I have to ask somebody that goes to K-State, but there used to be parties at the Capitol Hill Plaza. And so we literally would go.
Capitol Hill Plaza.
Yes, we would go and sit in the lobby. That was the party. I want to say one year R. Kelly was here.
What?
Yes. And I don't think we could get in, but we was there and watching all the people and such. Good times. Oh, yeah.
It's okay.
17.
My good times are going to start.
Yes, we're going to plan. We'll take 2 chicks to K-State. Ooh, I'm tired already.
We homecoming sleeping next year, y'all.
Ooh, oh, my gosh. Y'all heard it. That's what we doing.
Listen, because I had, this is, like I've said, it's not a HBCU, but just being in the FUBU. The FUBU tailgate was amazing. So I can only imagine what an HBCU would be like.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It was good. Good times. Good times for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it would be, super exciting to, yes, go to K-State, but then also experience, at another HBCU that maybe not so familiar. I mean, again, you got TSU, you got Fisk. There's a lot of HBC, in Tennessee, right in our back door for,
Okay, so we are going to plan a homecoming tour for next year.
Yeah.
2 Chicks and 2 Mics.
Woo.
We're speaking it.
If we could take a bus and take some of the folks from the 2 Chick list, plan a whole situation. I'm excited.
Here we go.
I'm excited. We are speaking this into existence right now.
Here we go.
You hear it. We're doing it.
2 Chicks, 2 Mic homecoming circuit. Bow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited already. I am. I'm like literally like we need to start planning that for sure.
And we will.
We definitely will. So with that being said,
Yes.
and this is not a homecoming festivity, but have you ever been to the Circle City Classic in Indianapolis?
Is that where the bands battle?
Well, no, but there is a battle of the bands.
Never been.
You've never been to Indiana for a
Never did. Never been.
Okay, yes. Could we put that on the
I've
list?
never done the Battle of the Band thing. I've never done the Circle City Classic. I have never been to any of it.
So I went to a Circle City Classic, the last one that I went to several years ago. Pre-COVID, of course. Everything's pre-COVID. But it was a tribute to hip hop.
Oh, that was a good time.
It was Dougie Fresh. It was Slick Rick. It was Kumo D.
Kumo D.
It was
How
Big
long
Daddy
ago was that?
Kane.
What?
And somebody else was there.
Kumo
And then
D?
I can't remember who the DJ was, but in between sets, the DJ played nothing but old school music. When I tell you, this is when I first started wearing my hair natural. My hair was so nappy because I had already started to Frederick Douglass.
Oh.
But I had a ball. Like, they were on the field and they had like it was a concert after the game. When I tell you, that is probably one of the best concerts I had ever been to. Okay. But it was Circle City Classic, and a good time. I can't remember it, but it was Kentucky State play, and they actually won the game, so everybody was hyped. But that concert,
The best.
oh my gosh! Like I said, when you talk about partying and sweating your hair out, oh.
It's the fact that you said you had Frederick Douglass.
I did.
Okay, so
I did.
That means sweat was rolling, and we did not care.
And I don't know what I was thinking that day. Like, I had on like an old school T-shirt. I had, cut it up and did all of that. And I just knew, like, I'm cute. I'm about to rock this out. Child, I look like what I had been through.
Whoa.
But I partied the whole concert.
That's all that mattered.
I was so happy that I wore sneakers that day because I'm typically not going out. Well, at that point, but I had the fight of my life. Do you hear me? I mean, non-stop, and that's the kind of partying. Like, yes, we're not gonna do that at UK Homecoming or UK tailgates, but that whole experience, like everybody in that stadium was on their feet. We was in a Colt Stadium. Okay. It was a whole situation. And the cool thing about it was, and again, just that whole HBCU experience is that on the way to the stadium, people were, tailgating in the parking lot and everything. And, of course, folks had on their, K-State gear or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was just cool to see, like, everybody, the fans and stuff dressed up, and everybody looked like
me.
Yes.
We're going.
Yes.
Get the circuit going.
Yes.
Because we in there.
Yes, for sure. So we'll
yes,
definitely
I was just a little sheltered as a teen, and I haven't been really, as an adult. But in the second part of life,
yes,
we experiencing experiences in this beyond.
Come on. We're gonna plan this thing out. The whole like it's gonna be a movement, right?
I'm kind of scared, but excited at the same time.
Yeah, envision like this. Picture this. You know how with ESPN they have game day and they go to the different, colleges and stuff.
Yes.
2 Chics is coming.
We're gonna have a bus.
We're gonna have a bus. They have game day. We're gonna have 2 Chick Day.
Okay.
Homecoming.
So as we are planning this circuit, let's just go ahead and put this out there too. 2 Chics is also accepting sponsorships.
Applications are now being accepted.
Applications are now being accepted for sponsorships. If you guys want to get in this movement now, email us.
Yeah.
Like we need you.
Yeah, we need you. We need you, and you might need us. Yeah, for sure.
We'll just say that.
So what other kind of things, like as far as, HBCU experiences, are things that, you would definitely want to just tap in and see, like, whatever other kind of opportunities and things like that are out there, not just, with homecoming, but I've always like been very curious even about like curriculum, the different curriculums at HBCUs versus your, regular universities and colleges.
True.
One thing about K-State that I just found out, of course, over the summer was L8. I don't know if you knew that L8 had a flavor called pawpaw. And apparently, pawpaws are only grown in Kentucky. Well,
I've
there
seen
is
something
an
about
actual
that.
program, a actual class at K-State. Yeah. And so it was, the L8 pawpaw was seasonal. But on the back of the packaging, there was a nice little blurb about, it, about Kentucky State University. I thought it was really,
Really?
really cool. I also know that there is some type of class or curriculum built around bourbon at K-State.
Because it's in Kentucky.
It's in
Of
Kentucky.
course.
Yeah. So I think it's cool, like, in just to know that, again, there are other things that HBCUs offers that
Regular universities.
regular universities do not.
Regular. We don't call those regular universities. I found out today they're called PWIs.
Okay. What does that stand for?
Predominantly white institute.
There you have it. I want to say something else, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it at that.
But that is what I found out they're called.
If you know me, you know what I would say. I
Me-
would call it. I'm going to go with
Nope.
PCIs. That's what I'm going to call it. If you know me, you know. And if you don't worry about it. But anyway.
Well.
Inside joke. Yeah. So what other kind of things? Like, go ahead.
I'm going to tell you the one thing that I know for sure. And I would be the one that if I did go to a HBCU, I probably would have went for all the wrong reasons. Because, number one, I am so engulfed with the Divine Nine. I really, really am. Like, Saturday in my mind, I just knew with my fatigues on,
Yeah.
I was going out there and I was gonna step with somebody. But I just stood on top of the hill. But listen, I even told Aleah that if I ever decided to go back and get my bachelor's in accounting, that I would definitely, as my husband says, I would probably be a paper whatever I would be, but it would be what I would be.
Yeah.
And I would not be too old to get out there and do
it.
Do a little shimmy shake.
Absolutely.
Because I would. So that is what draws me in. And now as an adult, I know that I would do right. I wouldn't have done right then.
Well, we just had that conversation about my do wrong. And it had nothing to do with an HBCU. I was at the PCI. So
Well.
I was there, but I was there. I was present. And such. But, one of the things that I enjoyed about last weekend was seeing other no, let me take that back. I did not see as much support and as many people on Saturday as I did the previous Saturday at K-State's homecoming. And I just think there's more to offer at K-State at the HBCU versus, at UK. But I remember, back in the day, again, UK used to have its own like situations, with Black alumni.
Yeah.
And I didn't see as many people my age, but definitely this, 30 and over or this 30ish crowd, which I guess maybe they may be. Child, I'm not getting ready to say I'm old, because that's what I was getting ready to say, but no. But I think that the demographic is shifted a little bit, and I did wonder, like, where's all the folks
that we would know?
Yeah,
Child, I was looking the same thing because well, what was interesting for me is, even though I may not have seen a lot of people my own age, me being a hairstylist, what I had to sit back and reflect on yesterday was the fact that everybody that I knew there, every female that I knew there, I had done their hair.
Yeah, you were saying that.
That tripped me out because I had to sit back and was like, oh, dang, they trusted me.
Yo, you was one of the official hairstylists of the University of Kentucky. You better come on somewhere. Listen, you've been around here, honey.
Okay. So anyway, but yeah, in the absence of not seeing people our own age, like people, no, I didn't see too many of those.
Yeah, there were a few folks that I definitely did see, but just not as many as in previous years. But it had been a while since I've been actually out for UK homecoming. But again, you got that whole gap from, with, the pandemic and everything. And so, again, some people are still very cautious, about being in large crowds as well. Yeah.
Because Lord knows that I done took everything yesterday and sat down.
You were socialed out?
Yeah, yesterday.
I understand.
And it was a lot of people, so I was like, let me get this oil of oregano, this vitamin C and everything in, because who knows? I'm a germaphobe.
Yeah. So. But it wasn't too, we weren't too bad. And the other thing was that I did notice from Kentucky State versus this week at UK were the vendors. There were tons of vendors at K-State. We know what we saw on Saturday.
So I will say this. When I went to do the research and I looked at the UK, the FUBU, they had 2018 and then they just had this gap and then they just picked back up. So maybe it's because it hasn't been in existence, and every year that I've looked at, because I go investigate. Yeah. Every year that I looked at, it actually has gotten bigger and bigger to the point where they have to switch locations. So maybe.
Oh, that's nice. That's awesome.
Maybe as it picks up, and they, I even saw a guy there had on a shirt that said Black UK. And I asked him, I said, where'd you get that shirt? He designed it. And he said that next year that they'll be having them for sale.
Oh, nice.
So, work in progress.
So they're growing. That's awesome.
We'll
Again, shout out to them. I did hear that they I know they had a sold out event at the Melroy on Saturday, and there were tons of people that again, they were at capacity, and so they said it was a good time. So again, shout out to the UK Homecoming FUBU committee. Like, you guys are doing big things, and again, we say thank you for allowing Two Chics and Two Mics to be a part of the event, and we definitely look forward to being there next year.
We definitely do. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, it looks like our time is up, and again, some exciting stuff. Homecoming, for those of you guys out there who follow us, if you have attended or attending an HBCU and you would like for Two Chics and Two Mics to take part in maybe next year's festivities, let us know.
Hype me up.
Yeah,
we'll be there.
Are definitely looking for sponsorship, but don't get it twisted. We will be there. We might not be there for a long time, but we're going to be there for a good time. So please let us know. And again, as always, your feedback is appreciated.
Always.
We love to hear feedback. So thank you guys again for watching as always. And I am Aleah Taylor.
And I'm MaChon Carter Fogel.
And we are signing out for today. Bye, guys.